Welcome back to Master Your Ash. I'm your host, Michael Prisdale, and tonight we will be smoking the Sinistro Last Cowboy Limited Edition 2023. This cigar has been in my possession since PCA 2023. Looks like a stick of dynamite with the little red paper wrapper or paper exterior wrapper, and then the fun foot tail that it has on it. So the actual top of the cigar is here, and then you light up on the dynamite wick, right? Pretty cool, fun little concept. I have previously never smoked a Last Cowboy. This was handed to me personally from Coleman of Sinistro. Shout out to Coleman. Thank you very much. I believe that I shouted him out on my original Sinistro review, which was last year. That was the Last Barbarian, May of last year. That was also the first Sinistro cigar that we smoked on the channel. And they have a really good representation out here in Las Vegas, I have to say. I see them at all the shops, see them everywhere that I go pretty much, and they seem to do very well in the local Vegas market. So shout out to Sinistro for showing love to Las Vegas. You know, we need to show you some more love on this channel for sure. So this is a 6.5 by 56 ring gauge. They call this a Toro Gordo. So Grand Toro, Toro Gordo, all that fun stuff. And it is a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper, very beautiful Connecticut broadleaf wrapper with a noticeable triple cap at the top, over a Mexican San Andres binder with fillers coming from the Dominican Republic in the form of a Dominican Piloto Cubano, along with a Nicaraguan filler as well. So Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers over San Andres binder with a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. Actually lights up pretty easy. We are lit, and right off the initial lighting, nice chocolate notes come across, dark, rich, well-fermented tobacco. Retrohale is very easy going. Maybe like a 5 or a 6 out of 10 at the very most. Bellowing smoke coming off of this thing. It's been the way ever since we started, so. All right, there's a little bit more to the retrohale. 6-7 off the retrohale. Give it a solid 7. I am going to let this just slowly start to open up, and I will be back in the first 5 minutes with some more flavor notes and the overall first impressions. Getting into the first 5 minutes here of our Last Cowboy Limited Edition by Sinistro, and so far so good. Really liking this. It feels, and I know that there isn't a band, but it feels to me like a Saka cigar. You know, the flavor, the well-aged, well-fermented tobacco, the blend, the looks, the style of it. I mean, I don't know if he's partaken in any Sinistros lately, especially the Last Cowboy line, but this has got a lot of Saka-esque to it with the start. And the flavor is also very reminiscent. There's the chocolate notes, but also that leather earthiness that you get off of something like the Saka Khan or the Mi Querida Black line. There's all of that rich texture and flavor. Nice medium to almost medium plus length finish. Very medium, just even keel body and strength to the cigar, but also all of the smoke and voluptuous clouds and volumes that it carries. It's very reminiscent to me, and just like the overall size, 6.5 by 56. I mean, this is like Paladin de Saka style. Smoking on down the first third, about to enter into the second third here. Just coming up on the end. Look at that. Just a perfect burn line and perfect ash, pretty much. Couple of little transitions here and there. More nuttiness, a little bit less leather, less earthiness. Dives more into the confectionery notes, the cocoa, the nuttiness, kind of like caramel sea salt undertone with sweetness that I really, really enjoy. Spices remain pretty similar, about that 6 or a 7 out of 10. White pepper and black pepper mixture, maybe a little bit of red pepper too in there. Just overall peppercorn and not very much wood or cedar spice. Definitely along the lines of what I enjoy smoking the most in terms of a Connecticut broadleaf blend. Get more confectionery with a little bit of earthiness and minerality here and there, just to kind of accentuate and highlight the blend and keep the cedar notes and the actual wood spice on the more reserved side of the flavor spectrum. Just smoking on down the final third of our last Cowboy by Sinistro. Slowly but surely, the blend has started to concentrate all of these wonderful flavors, and the second third was much like the first third. It has remained consistent through and through. More nuttiness, more creaminess at certain points, a little bit more chocolate and sweet, and then overall, in the back end of the second third, we picked up a little bit more woodiness, a little bit more minerality, and overall just more intense spice notes off of the retro and on the palate. Our pairing for the evening is going to be the Indian single malt Paul John. Actually bottle dated November of 2016, batch 3, with a hint of peat. It is a single malt whiskey, non-chill filtered, made in the Scotch production method, using malted barley, one of the very first Indian whiskeys that I ever came across. It's single malt, almost Speyside, kind of Glenlivet style is the best way that I can describe it. More Glenlivet than Macallan. It's got that Speyside kind of smooth honey heather to it. And overall, it's absolutely delicious. The finish of the whiskey, it has this maritime kind of like salinity to it, this salty component where it finishes and it just ends with that little hint, that vegetal peat note. And it matches up perfectly with the minerality on the cigar. So in terms of flavor construction, overall consistency of the blend, the way that it balances out, just the satisfaction purely based upon the value, it's absolutely a box-worthy cigar. Thank you all so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, continuing to grow the community here at Master Your Ash. Greatly appreciate all of you for that. Take a look at the Patreon as we do a giveaway at the end of every single month. Follow us on Spotify and Rumble, as those are the backups should anything ever happen to us here on YouTube. I look forward to catching you again for another Sinistro, Last Cowboy Limited Edition, and Paul John Indian Whiskey review.